Jermaine, let's get something out of the way first. How do you want to be called? Because some people say Jermaine, some people say JJ. Do you have a nickname?
Yeah, I grew up with Maine. My family called me Maine all the time. I think it's more unique to me. There's a lot of JJs and stuff like that, but either Maine or Jermaine is kind of what I grew up with.
Okay, so
Yes,
Jets Nation can refer to you as Maine. Last night,
Yeah.
as the draft went on in the first round, what
Yeah.
was going through your mind?
I'm a man of faith, so I knew I was going to be, where I'm supposed to be at. That's all that was going through my head. I was excited to be there. And sure enough, I'm a Jet. So I'm pretty excited about that.
But was it a nerve-wracking experience?
Not really. I knew I belonged. I knew I worked a lot to get here. I was prepared. So, when you're prepared and, you belong somewhere, there wasn't really many nerves for me. I was just excited that I was there and I had my family around me. It was just a full circle moment. And, I always talk about, once you reach, one mountain peak, there's always a base of another mountain you got to climb. So, we're starting to face that mountain, but I'm excited.
Well, can you talk about your journey, that climb up the hill, going back to Minnesota?
Yeah, high school to junior college in Independence, Kansas. I was on Last Chance U, seasons 3 and 4, and that was all real, by the way. It was not acted, nothing. That's what it was. And then ended up transferring to Georgia for 2 seasons and 2 years, and I had a great time there. Amazing time. Grew a lot as a person and a player. And then I made that decision to go to Florida State, and never looked back. So I'm excited, and I just can't wait. I just can't wait to give the fans everything they're expecting.
What was the experience like on Last Chance U? And at that point, did you have aspirations being an NFL player?
Oh, yeah, of course. I always, when I was younger, I viewed, NFL players as superheroes. I always wanted to be one. I'm here, but the Last Chance U, it was, like I said, it wasn't scripted. It was all organic. That's what it was. And, I didn't know any better. That was what I knew college to be. I went directly there out of high school. So, now going through Georgia and Florida State, and looking back, I still haven't watched the show.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't watched either of the seasons. I'm waiting until.
You don't go on YouTube once in a while just to see if anything's out there?
Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I kind of start forgetting, and I'll watch it. But it was all organic, and it was pretty wild for sure to go through that. But going through Georgia and Florida State, and now looking back, that was different for sure.
How did that path shape you, though?
Man, it formed who I am as a player, and man, just all the resilience it took for me to get through all that stuff, and just a maturity to keep the main thing, which is playing football and being a good person, being a good teammate. If it weren't for all that, I wouldn't be able to finally find out who I am deep down, right? There's a lot of guys that had an easy, college career and just kind of sailed right into the league, and then they reached some adversity and now boom, they're out the league, because they didn't really know what they were about once they hit some adversity. But I know what I'm about, and I'm ready for it all.
What are you all about? What did you find out about yourself during that time?
No, I don't give up. I chase what I want, and when the pressure's on, I don't go and hide. I fight back. I'll always throw a punch. I don't care how many times I get hit. Somebody else is going to get hit.
What was that experience like for you at Georgia?
It was awesome. Going from junior college, like I said, to Georgia, it was like an extreme culture shock. Because I always used to just watch highlight videos and stuff of colleges, universities that big, on that big of a stage, and getting there. Now I'm in it, now I'm doing it. It was really awesome. I got some brothers for life over there, and I was coached up real good over there, and went through a ton of great and meaningful experiences. So, I wouldn't do it any different.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that. Was that a difficult decision?
Oh, yeah.
Leaving Georgia?
Yeah. 100%. I chose there for a reason. I didn't just choose Georgia just because it was Georgia. No, I fell in love with the place, and I still am in love with the place and everybody in it. That's why me and all my former teammates and coaches, we're still close. And we took a big picture at the draft together. Everybody, Coach Lanning, Coach Smart, all the Georgia players, myself included, and it was just like it's family, and it always has been family. It was just one of those things, Just kind of my heart brought me to Florida State, and I think it worked out.
Yeah, I would say it worked out. What happened on the field at Florida State? Because your production was off the charts.
Yeah. I just got the opportunity. I got to roll. I got to show myself in the world, who I knew I was, both a player and a leader. I got thrown in a leadership role. I earned a leadership role, and I was able to back it up. Right, and I was able to be, one of those pillars for a team in every sense, leading at practice, leading, off the field, leading especially on the field on game day. So, I was just excited to have that opportunity, and I'll always be thankful and grateful to Coach Norvell and, Florida State University.
You got after the quarterback. We'll get to that in a second, but you also led, I think, all Power 5 players in terms of defensive linemen and tackles. What does that say about your effort?
I'm going to get you. I'm going to go get you. My mantra is always, give us a place to stand. No matter if it's a bust in any kind of play, if we put the ball down, that's another set of downs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to be around the ball. I'm blessed to be here. This has been a dream for me. I've worked incredibly hard. My loved ones and my support system have sacrificed a ton. So I show that on game day. I give 110%, and not just game day in practice. I practice how I play, so I'm going to be running after everybody on the practice field just like I do in the game.
What makes for an elite pass rusher?
And you got to have elite get off. You got to have a plan. You got to have, in my opinion, supreme confidence, because you're not going to win every rush, every rep, and even if you do win, the ball might come out. So you just got to keep going. Know that, just trust in your training. You're going to hit home. And, for me, I go to every football field knowing I'm the best player on the field. And that's how I've always been. And, I think it's got to be, elite get off, elite plan, and then definitely that confidence.
People talk about the violence you play with. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, sir. I've formed this mindset that you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And that means first and second down, getting dirty, being physical, establishing yourself in the game. And that definitely comes when you punch somebody in their face. And there's no better time to do that when, you got a pulling guard coming at you and you can just knock his helmet off. So that's kind of how I establish myself.
Yeah, you pride yourself on being a complete player, right?
Yes,
because
sir.
People talk about, hey, listen, you get after the quarterback, but you're also a guy who's very stout against the run.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love tackling. I love everything about the sport. And goes to I got 70 tackles. I don't know how many tackles I got, but I mean, I love playing for something bigger than myself. And now I'm a Jet, and I get to play for this organization and the guys next to me, and being able to run around the field and be around the ball as much as I can for these guys. It's not for me. It's not for any stats. I truly do play for something bigger than myself. I'm a family man, and this is my new family. I'm excited.
Maine, you had 30 visits, but you said this one stood out. Why?
As soon as I walked in, it was a family feel. It was almost like I was a part of the roster already, and they didn't fail to let me know how much I mattered to them and how much I mattered to them, not just on the field and what I can do with my play, but obviously, my character and who I am as a man. So, anybody that can do that, for me, I would not mind at all playing for them and giving my all for them. And I'm so excited I get to do that for this organization.
You just flew cross country on a red eye. You had an opportunity to spend some time with your new teammates. What can you say about Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson?
And you guys seen the film. They're great players. And not just that, they're great guys. They're great men. And, what we're trying to build here, that's in the locker room. That's chemistry. That's culture. And those guys definitely fit the mold. I fit the mold as well. So, but, the best thing about us three is we're not coming in with any crazy expectations. We're coming in, with the mindset of working our butts off and being the best teammates we can be. So I'm just excited to have guys and teammates like that.
You had an opportunity to talk to Robert Saleh today. What was that like?
It was awesome. Like I said, we've already had that connection. We have that relationship, and I snuck up behind him, and I gave him a bear hug, and then he turned around and he dapped up and said how excited he was to get me. But they're telling me they're trying to trade for me since like pick 15, and when you got an organization that's doing that and they ended up getting me at 26, like they were trying and trying and trying. Someone wants you that bad. Like I can't wait to give everything I have to this organization.
And I know Aaron Whitecotton was pumped.
Yeah.
To get you. Can you talk about him and why this system is going to be a great fit for you on a professional level?
Man, they're all about attacking.
Yeah.
They're all about going and get it. And that's pretty much how I am. That's all I am to it. It's simple. It's real simple. Go get after it. Rush, crush, close. That's on the wall in the D-line room, and it's not real tough to understand. How this defense is going to work, and Coach said that I fit the mold really well, and I'd have to agree with him. I just can't wait to go out there and get cut loose. I'm excited.
And lastly, would you have any message for the fans coming here to New York to play for a passionate fan base?
Yeah.
They're starving for a winner.
Yeah. Hey, get ready. Get ready. It's going to be fun.
Man, appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.